Yes. All right. I think I am live. Hello, beautiful world. Hello, good morning. I am Kirsten Peck and I am here in beautiful Kamui, Puerto Rico. I am up in Kamui Arriba, up in the mountain, up in the breezes that are blowing today. It is gorgeous. I do have some big puffy gray clouds kind of rolling in, but that's okay because, like I said, you can see the breezes are blowing. My hair is all over the place. So hello, good morning. I've got a couple of just quick thoughts here this morning because I am doing these updates from my life in paradise. I, a few years ago, started writing books. I was a high school teacher and been trained and focused on struggling people that are having performance issues. It's purely a matter of just practicing skills. And so, kind of like if you wanted to learn how to play golf, you sort of need to go to a golf pro and you kind of need to check what you think you know in order to listen to somebody that probably knows more than you do. And that, yes, that's incredibly difficult. Nobody wants to do that. I know I don't want to do it. And so I am acknowledging this life journey because my life is basically an experiment. It is an adventure. Those are the values that I chose as part of my being and part of what I know makes me happy. And everybody is different. Everybody has different values. Everybody has different types of intelligences, different gifts and blessings and interests and things that reside within us. Okay. And I like to think of it as more creative thinking compared to the analysis and the problem solving that is involved with critical thinking. On the other hand, I love critical thinking because it's a process. It's like math, and when you know how to add and when you know how to divide, and then you know you don't divide before you add, that's where you're making your mistake. That's pretty simple to stop and change that up, right? So your life doesn't have to be stuck in some pattern of something that you just don't recognize. And that's what I did. I stopped. COVID made the whole world stop. And it made me really look at what is it that I know how to do, what makes me happy, and what do I have to change so that I could be doing that all the time, because then I would be the happiest person in the universe. And now, how many years later, that's what I did. That's where I'm at. And I am here. I named it the Oasis de Artes because psychologically, yeah, this is my oasis. I found it. My life quest is here, right here. I'm sitting at it. This is my front door. I can't believe it. It blows my mind. And it's so simple. This is the part that then gets me really crazy, is that as a teacher, I taught English, I taught world history and social studies. As I practice social studies and I'm a philosopher and a sociologist, I realized it's reading standard number 6. It's drawing conclusions and making inferences and having background knowledge that is good instead of listening to bad information that makes you have bad decisions. And so this is a huge experiment, and I admit it, and I need people to help me with my experiment. Someone's sending me hearts. Leonardo, hello, darling. Thank you for sending me the hearts. Please subscribe. Please follow along. Share this with everybody, because I am at this turning point for me, but it's for the whole world. It's the whole world. Because when I figured out this little bitty thing, it's so easy. It's got such big changes that it can make. It just is unbelievable. So I want to show you the details. Look at my website, joywestpress.com. OasisDeArtes.com. I'm building out the mailing list to come here to my garden, but you can do it in your own yard. You can buy a spray can of paint and do it yourself. It's not hard and it's not expensive. Tony Robbins makes millions of dollars doing this, and I figured out what it is. One little thing. And if you talk to somebody that knows what that little thing is, and you're honest with yourself and you have the mindset that you want to change something, that's gold. Because then you make the change and bada boom, bada bing, bada da. Here I am. So here I am. I'm trying to turn this around, but as I say, I'm tech challenged. So I'm going to go on a walk instead of really being able to turn this around. You'll see here my beautiful garden. And mindset mastery. Okay, here it is. You got to stop. You have to think. The best and only way is to actually stop. It's like making a starting line, and I came up with the word quest as I've been using my own brain and my own genius thinking about things. Life is a quest. So this is the starting line. I found my oasis. It's literally right here. I found mine, and you can find yours when you do my simple 3 steps. The first step is to decide you're going to do it and not blame other people and not be in this trapped, I'm wounded stuff. And I understand I'm not being judgmental. I'm trying just to say, people, your wounds are not going to heal until you resolve the problem. Until you get to some understanding of how the problem keeps happening, it's just going to keep happening. And it's hard. I know it's hard. You got to stop. You got to like check yourself. You got to check your ego. You got to say, hey, wait, I wasn't so great yesterday. Let me try it again today. Which is here's where I'm sharing. This is my brutal reality. I'm working in an artistic environment. I'm trying to come up with visual imagery. And so, yes, here I am trying to make my map. And so here's my practice. This is my inspiration. I like big color blocks. I like shapes that represent a lot of things. You don't really have to see all the details, really, in life. And so this was my thinking and how do I get this out of my brain and into a piece of paper? And how can I explain how beautiful this place is if I can't like make pictures of it and draw it? And I don't know. Well, so now this morning I wake up again and I'm like, okay, let's try this again because it's a concept I'm trying to figure out. Here it is again. I've got all the information that I've made, and this is my Oasis station. This is the channel you're watching. This is the room I'm standing in. This is the place where it's all a turning point of where you're going. And yes, some goofy icons because, yes, you have to visually explain things. And I found my island paradise here, which is the painting that's out there, right? My big painting out there. So I'm living the process. I'm showing how it gets done. You have to really take the time to check your values. Check what's really important to you. Check what your passions are, what your gifts are. You know, I love the sun. It comes through in like so many things in my life. Because it, to me, is a great metaphor that life's always going to come up. I said that several different videos, I'm sure. I love the sun. It's always going to come up. There's always going to be another day. So the process has been established thousands of years ago with Socratic thinking and critical thinking, and I'm calling this now hero thinking, because we have to be brave. We have to be strong enough to face whatever challenges are going to come with us, with our own determination that we know we can slay those dragons. So it's a very weird thing to be living in the middle of what you're doing. And so here, let me explain my test. This is the true test. I'm concerned about politics. I'm concerned about the division in the United States. And so I have done enough research to come up with a plan and a solution. It is Tuesday nights and here on YouTube on the Betrayed by Trump Guide channel. It's a new book. I'm updating and revising it because it's still a problem that's not going away. And the theory is that one from the Nobel Peace Center told me to implement that we have to have a neutral, safe place for everyone to be heard. All voices have to be heard in a safe environment, which frankly freaked me out when they told me that, and I had to think about it. So I am now offering this safe middle ground place. I'm requiring respect and truth as the foundations to rebuild and refocus our American dream. I believe the American dream is founded on the principles of respect and truth, our American dream values. And so the MAGA values of destruction and revenge and corruption, it is a gang. So teacher in me gets out the gang research, and this is again the truce. We need to have people come together, respect and truth, and talk about it. Tuesday nights. Yeah, big deal, right? Big, scary. Ah! Okay. Meanwhile, I have to do stuff that's going to get YouTube attention. So that's me. Hello. And I genuinely need tech help. I need young people to help me because it's your future. I need older people like me to help me figure this out because it's our legacy. And I need the generation in the middle to step up and be like, yeah, it's your turn. And you guys are the ones that are it's coming from. So there's a new declaration day. I'm launching it. It's here. And it's fantastic. So this is my morning update. Hello. And my arts in the morning is this language arts and philosophical kind of art. In the afternoon, I'm switching to the visual arts, and I really have to get my own palm tree finished over there. I got distracted by all this stuff that's going on in my head. But mindset mastery, back to my main point here. I am focused, I am dedicated, I have purpose, and I'm on fire. So if that's not mindset mastery, I don't know what is. Okay? So subscribe, comment, all those things. Join me on my crazy adventure, Best Life. Best Life Quest is coming this summer. All right, bye. See you guys tomorrow. Love you. Thanks. Bye. Have a great day.